Shelly. Hi, San Antonio Living family. Today we're doing DIY textured vases and planters. They're all on trend right now. The cement look, the stone look, the ceramic pottery look. You will see them everywhere you go. Pottery Barn is carrying them, Restoration Hardware, specialty shops. I love the look, I just don't love the price. So today, we're gonna do an elevated DIY that's so good that you won't be able to tell the difference. It's high-end, low budget. Let's get started. Okay, for the first one, we're doing a textured cement planter. So what you're gonna need is a vase, some plaster, some sand, some water, your desired color, and then something to mix it up with. So when it comes to your vases, I always shop at home. If you have something in your house, go ahead and choose something that you're not using anymore. And if you don't have anything in your house that you'd like to paint or make ceramic, then thrift it. This I got at the thrift store for $1. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna get your plaster, you're gonna put it in your bucket or your bowl, whatever you choose to mix it with. And then we're gonna add a little bit of sand. It makes some interesting color in your plaster. You're gonna mix that up and then you're gonna add water. So what I normally do, I don't really measure anything. I add the water and I want it into the consistency of putty. So I'm gonna mix it until it gets kind of a putty feel. So I'm gonna add the water until I get that consistency. So afterwards, when you apply the sand, look how cool that looks. Applying the sand. Another little tip is you can apply even dirt from outside or coffee grounds. Here's another option here. You can do coffee grounds and then it gives you kind of a darker look, a darker texture. So once you're done, I wanted mine a little more rough. I like things that are very imperfect and interesting looking, and then you get your planter. So this, just put in a plant. Now I love the way this one turned out. This was a gold dish that I never used, and so I used it and I put the plaster all over, and then I added my towels, my loofah, my soap, an exfoliator. So this would be an awesome idea to put in your bathroom. It gives it a very spa, very restful, peaceful look. So I hope you like that one and I hope you try it. Okay, for our second DIY textured project, we are gonna do a faux stone bowl. Is get your squares of toilet paper, separate them, and you are gonna just tear off the corners just so you get a little more texture. See how I did that? So we have a pile here. So here's the pile, and then we're gonna mix our glue and water. And you want it not real runny, but you want it to be a little thinner than the actual glue. So this is what we're doing. And that looks pretty good. So then what you're gonna do is I'm gonna use a sponge brush and I'm gonna put it on the bowl. You're gonna cover the bowl. The paper to it. All the way around. And then with a little water. Dab, dab, dab. Doesn't have to be perfect. Want a little interest in there. And you keep layering these all the way around. And what it's gonna look like is this bowl. So I did the inside of the bowl, and again, this is from Dollar Tree, and the outside. Once this is dried, then you're gonna do a second coat. Once you've done the second coat, let it dry, you're gonna get your paint. Now I'm using a paintbrush. I'm using some white to paint. And then here's where you start kind of your creative side. I'm gonna add just a different color of paint, and I like to just dab to create a stone look. And then your finished product is gonna look like this. So there you have it. That looks stone, it looks aged, it looks kind of vintage. So I hope you like that DIY textured project, kind of a stone look. So ready for our next one? So you go all the way around. This is only the first coat. So once you get the first coat on, let it dry, do a second coat, and it gets thick and it gives you a really nice texture like this. So here's one that we did, the same type of vase. Again, we paid $1 for it. And look how nice that looks. And all you have to do to make it look super nice is get some greenery, and voila. That looks amazing and was super, super easy. I hope you tried it. This is so much fun. I'm going nuts on this one. I'm like painting everything with just white paint and baking soda. Okay, so there you have it, 3 DIY textured vases and planters. Who knew baking soda, sand, Elmer's glue, and tissue paper with some paint would create such phenomenal vases? So we did a ceramic bowl and planter. We did a paper mache stone looking bowl, and of course the white ceramic vases. Hope you try any of these. They're super simple. You're gonna love them. Let's stay connected. You can follow me on Instagram at PropMyLife.